And the Z Flip is basically a reaction to the Moto Razr, although it came out around the same time, so they were probably working on it for quite a while. But it's actually Samsung's first foldable phone with ultra-thin glass. That's probably the most interesting and most important part of this phone, because that means that it actually feels like a smartphone when you're using it. It doesn't feel with the display in the top and the bottom kind of separated. And it doesn't seem super functional. I think that app developers are probably going to have to come up with reasons to kind of fulfill this form factor, because currently, in my opinion, having a phone that is normal sized and then opens up into a huge phone is kind of more functional than having a regular sized phone that closes you can get in a phone right now. And I'm pretty sure that they did this because they didn't want to make it really, really expensive, kind of like the Moto Razr is. This is actually cheaper than the Moto Razr, which is really surprising because it feels a lot higher quality than the Moto Razr overall. It's made of metal, it's using this ultra-thin glass instead of the plastic that the Moto Razr is using, and overall, it's just a really high-quality product. Other than those core specs, it's got 8 GB of RAM, it's got 256 GB of UFS 3.0 storage. It's pretty much a flagship smartphone from last year, mostly due to that Moto Razr, although it came out around the same time, so they were probably working on it for quite a while. But it's actually Samsung's first foldable phone with ultra-thin glass. That's probably the most interesting and most important part of this phone, because that means that it actually feels like a smartphone when you're using it. It doesn't feel like you're just tapping on plastic. It's not going to scratch as easily. I've got a video on ultra-thin glass if you want to check that out over on the YouTube channel, so make sure you hit that button. Now, the Galaxy Z Flip has a 21.9:9 aspect ratio, which definitely means it's pretty tall. It's like this candy bar style phone, but it closes